Hey guys, welcome to my corner of the internet here. My name's Rudy, and this is Vlog Life with Rudy, me. So, as I did in my initial video, I have a retro tech and retro gaming channel here on YouTube, which go ahead and link down below. But this one just wanted it to be more about life and just topics and kind of go back to the old ways of YouTube and just vlogging about your life and talking about life and everything like that. I feel like we've gone away from a lot of just personal connection, a lot of the internet, and a lot of these videos sometimes come off as really fake. So I just wanted to go ahead and just be myself with you guys and talk about what's going on currently in my life. So let's start with today. So it's April 14th, it's 8 a.m. I don't start work till much later in the day. Usually I start around 11:30 a.m. Monday through Friday, so it is Monday and I'm gearing up, getting ready for that day, but definitely need my cup of coffee as soon as I get up. That's just how it is. I need that coffee. But yeah, it's been an eventful few days, I have to say. Starting last week, I started noticing some issues with my Volkswagen Rabbit from 2008, like with overheating and just overall problems with the car. I mean, I've had that car since 2014, and the way I obtained that car was I had a Lancer before, and I got T-boned on the road on my driver's side, so they actually totaled my car. I made it out okay, obviously. I ended up with a pinched nerve that I'm kind of dealing with for the rest of my life, so that part kind of sucks, but so went through, got insurance money and everything like that, and I ended up with that Volkswagen Rabbit. And yeah, I mean, I've had that car for years, and we moved from California out here to Georgia with that car. So it's done a lot for me, and unfortunately, it was time to say goodbye to it. So a few days ago, I went ahead and bought a car through Carvana, and I said goodbye to my Volkswagen Rabbit forever, which was a very bittersweet moment. I have to say it was kind of tough to let go of that car, just because, again, all the time I've had with it, it's been over 10 years, but I knew that it was time to say goodbye. So I ended up with a Jeep Patriot. Now, it's not a brand new car, which is totally fine with me, but it's a newer car than what my car was. So I've been driving it around, looking at it, making sure everything's okay with it, because I guess you get 7 days with Carvana to decide if you want to keep the car or not. But so far it's been great. I've taken it places. I've gone to Walmart. I've gone to Goodwill for my thrifting stuff that I love to do. And I've been enjoying it. It's definitely a different kind of car. That's one thing for sure. I mean, I went from a tiny little hatchback to this, mini SUV style car. So yeah, that's been a big change around here. It's been different for sure, getting used to driving it and everything, but I'm excited for it, and I have to thank my wife who helped me with all this and has been there for me. So she's awesome, and I really appreciate her helping me get through this, and be able to help me get this situation under control and taken care of. So that's great. I'll go ahead and, when I can, put footage of the Jeep. I haven't really recorded or told anyone about it yet, but I do have some footage of the Volkswagen Rabbit when I was saying goodbye to it that I'll go ahead and roll over here. Speaking of footage and stuff like that, so as you can see, the quality of this video is terrible. You're probably going and looking at your settings and saying, why is this running at like crap? Why does it look so bad? I'm actually filming this on my Sony Handycam from like 2003 or 2004. So yeah, I am filming this on tape right now. Pretty crazy, right? But the reason behind that was it's more comfortable for me, and there's an aesthetic choice with that, because when I think about vlogs, and back in the day when I started doing stuff early on with cameras and stuff, it was with a camcorder, and that's how I would do my vlogs back in the day that I would upload to Facebook, like in 2000 and I want to say like 2004 or 2005 ish. So I'm used to this format, and kind of this is just how I have always done things before. So that's why I'm recording on this. Will every video be on this thing? No, probably not. But I just like the aesthetic choice for this one today. And yeah, so don't worry, your settings are fine on YouTube. The quality is going to look like this because it's just an old Handycam from Sony. And I'll put a picture of what that looks like as well so you can see what I'm using. But yeah, guys, yeah, life can be crazy at times. It can just throw things at you. I was really debating whether or not to fix my old car and just keep it going for a couple more years and then eventually go through and buy a new car. But you know, the amount of money I was going to spend on getting the Volkswagen fixed, it was just too much money. It just didn't seem valid to spend thousands of dollars on a car that I'm only going to have for about 2 or 3 more years, maybe 2 years. So yeah, just got to get used to this new car and doing this stuff. But other than that, well, I launched this new YouTube channel. I've actually been really thinking about this. I had launched a cooking one a few months back, but I feel like I've kind of been struggling with that. Just I cook food all the time, and to kind of go and make sure I have my phone set up, and it gets in the way of my cooking, if that makes sense. So I you know, have to set up the camera and do all that stuff for each little thing that I'm doing, to where I'm used to just cooking and doing the food and then it's good to go. But I know eventually I'll get back to that. I will. I just, yeah, it's that one I kind of hit a blockade on my brain. But this is just gonna be very easy to do. It's gonna have very little editing. It's just, I just want to go back to the old school ways of YouTube that people used to use YouTube for all the time. And I know there's a lot of great options out there of people with a bunch of different cuts and edits and setting up the camera as they walk by and do something, but that's not going to be me. This is going to be me. Just this type of style is what I'm probably going to go with, and I'm totally okay with that, and hopefully you guys are okay with that too. But yeah, what have you guys, you know, gone through recently that has been life-changing, or excuse me. Woo! Okay, that one had to come out. Yeah, so what has been life-changing for you guys? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Anything that has come across as changing or altering the way your life is, for good or bad. I'd love to hear about it and talk to you guys about it, because honestly, I think we need a lot more of that. We need a lot more communication with each other in the way the world is right now. Making sure we talk to people and stay engaged with people, because if we continue to isolate ourselves a lot, it's really a sad way of living. And you know, things weren't always like that. Yeah, there's always been conflict and stuff like that, but I feel like people were a lot more friendlier to each other, and now it's really hard to see that not be a thing anymore. So yeah, I just wanted to do this and just talk to you guys as a person, as just someone, you know, in this corner of the world, of the internet and everything. And not to get too deep or anything like that, you know, but it's just, that's how it is sometimes. You just go into topics that can end up being deep. You joke around, you do all that kind of stuff. So yeah, expect a lot of that. I do want to start filming a lot more of just day to day of my dogs, because my dogs are wonderful little animals. So I want to have them more in the videos. And you know, if my wife will let me, I'll go ahead and include her in them as well. We'll see. But yeah, just expect a lot of vlogging, a lot of lifestyle videos and stuff like that out here in Georgia that I live in now. I went from living in a somewhat larger city, not LA levels of city living, but in a bigger city than I live in now. So it's much different out here. It's so quiet outside. You could hear birds chirping, you know, all that stuff. And you just hear a lot more nature out here. So the town I actually live in is probably a good 10-15 minute drive from where I live at my house. So in order to get to the town, I have to get in the car. I have to go drive 10-15 minutes, and there's no buses or anything even in this town. So yeah, you do have to drive to get to places. And even then, our town is pretty small, which I actually really love, and I'll make sure to record some footage for you guys of what the town looks like. But yeah, other than that, that's probably just gonna do it. I don't want to make these videos like super long for you guys. But yeah, expect more content like this. I'll definitely do my best to try and upload more like videos, or I'm sorry, pictures that I take with this camera, because this camera is really awesome. It's a Sony Cybershot, I forget what it was, DS or DCS, something like that. DSC-S50. So this thing's really cool. I really like it. And I've shown it on my retro channel. I like that it can flip like this, so you can actually see yourself when you're taking pictures, or if you're taking group pictures and stuff like that. So that is really neat. I really like this camera, along with the handy cam that I'm using right there. But yeah, guys, I will see you around in the next one. I don't plan on having any kind of schedule. It's just gonna be, you know, when the mood strikes to go ahead and record something about life and everything like that. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you stick around with me. And like I said, make sure to talk to me in the comments. What's been changing in your life recently, for the good or the bad? I'm here to listen, just like hopefully anyone else is going to listen that sees those comments. And be nice to each other, everyone. You know, we're on this place together here, and we gotta make sure we work things out together with everybody. So I'll see you guys later. This was Rudy with Vlog Life with Rudy. I'll see you guys again. Take it easy. Bye bye.